Happy New Year, everybody. Well, it ain't New Year's yet. It's the last day of December 2018 here in southeast Kansas. The weather's kind of bad outside. Raining out there. It ain't that cold, but it's kind of chilly. But hey, I did some work today. I was going to do some work today. I got to do a little service work, but I went out this morning. The appliance house is closed to get parts. The lumber yard's closed, so hey, I'm just kind of shut down today. So I decided to come out to the shop. I found me an old Dutch oven there. I'm going to clean it up today with the grinder here, and I got my lid over there. I'm going to grind it all up, clean it up real good, get it all shiny, and then I'm going to soak it with oil. I'm going to put it on my wood stove, let it cook today, and we're going to kind of re-season everything again. But it's the end of the year, and I want to kind of give everybody an update on the goats. Hey, they're really filling out and doing great. And I'm going to have some goats for sale here for too long, and out of a heck of a buck, and got my buck for sale. So if anybody's interested, make a comment below, and we'll make a deal. So let's get busy. Okay, I got it all clean on the inside. I wiped it down with oil. I forgot to do the outside here. I'll do it later. It ain't too bad. Kind of give the old rustic look, but hey, where you're going to cook your food, the inside looks pretty darn good. So I got it real shined up there, and we're going to see what happens here. So I'm going to put it on the stove over here, on the wood stove, and let me take you with me here, and we'll take you over here, and we're going to put it on top of the wood stove. We're going to heat it up a little bit, get that thing hot, and then I'll wipe it back down, do a little more cleaning. Well, with that cast iron Dutch oven's heating up, I'm going to kind of show you what I've done here, build me a project, a little mini pulling hot rod here. I took and had this frame give to me, and I'm taking and going to clean it all up. Right now I'm working on my braking system before I set my motor back down in there. But gonna make me a mini rod. Gonna throw some dirt here this coming summer. I'm gonna paint this thing all kind of a bright orange or a fire orange. When I get done, I'm gonna call it an 8-second ride. I'm an old bull rider from way back, so that's gonna be my bull now. So here's my motor I'm putting on it. Got me a motor here. It's a 5-liter Vortec, same thing as a 350 Chevy. I got me a 350 turbo transmission there. Got to clean everything up, but everything was working in this this pair right here. So I just got to do some cleaning. Got to get an intake, put it in. So I got a lot of projects going on in my downtime, and we're gonna see what's going on. But right now I'm gonna go back and check this oven and see if it's heating up any. So let's go over here and see what's happening. Oh yeah, it's getting a little hot. Better put the camera down and do a little more prep work. Okay, I heated it up. I put oil on it, and then I heated it up again, and and then I wiped the oil back out, and I seen a few bad spots, so I reground it again, and I took some water and I washed it out really good and got all the rust out. So this time I covered it all with oil. I'm going to take and put it back on the stove and see what we got. Okay, I've cleaned and cleaned and cleaned, and I've got her pretty well decent on the inside there. I got her all cleaned out. There's a little glare right there that shows, I think it's from the light though. But I'm going to get her real cleaned out. I'm going to let this oil start boiling now. I've heated it up 2 or 3 times, poured the oil out, wiped it down. There's the lid. I got it all cleaned up. I'm going to heat it up really good, get the oil boiling. Take it off just when it starts boiling. I'll wipe it down again. I'm going to set it up here on the bench and go to town to get me some beans, and I'm going to cook me some beans today. Hey, while we're waiting on this to heat up and stuff, this oil to get hot, I want to show you something here. Of course, probably everybody's seen one of these, but this stove here has got kind of a sentimental value to me. I needed a wood stove for my shop. Of course, I use a diesel heater too on the other wall, but this thing here is pretty nice. It came out of my grandpa's little house. My grandpa used to live in a little bitty house years ago, and this is his actual stove. And if you notice, you know, you could still buy these today. But notice the difference in the iron on them, the cast iron. This in here is pretty thick. You know, the old timers, you know, back in the old day, you know, they kind of, you know, actually used the cast iron. Now the back of it here, you know, it's kind of a little rough, but hey, it stands up, but I like about it, my grandpa used to cook on this thing and everything. So I'm going to cook on it today after I get everything cleaned up here and seasoned, and I'm going to cook me some beans later today, but I just wanted to check this stove out. You know, that's something that's been in my family for a long time. Alright, that should heat things up really good. Okay, I got her good and hot. I'm getting ready to take this thing off, pour it out. I'm going to pour the grease out. I'll wipe it down real good. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. I'm going to go to town and get me some beans, and we're going to cook beans. Okay, here we go. I got my Dutch oven all cleaned up and wiped it out really good. There's nothing coming off a clean rag or nothing, so I think it's safe to eat on. So looks really good. Took me a little more time. I didn't video all that, but I think I got it scoured up pretty good, or cleaned up pretty good. So I know beans out of a bag, actually cooked beans is pretty good, but I didn't have much time today. I'm spending the day by myself here in the shop. So I went to town and I got me some Great Northern beans. We're going to dump them in there. A white bean. Then we got some red beans here. I was going to buy a couple more, but I figured I can't even eat this probably, so we're going to pour that in there. And then this is what makes it really good. I got me some tomatoes with green chives in it. We're going to pour that in there. Then what we're going to do, I got some goat sausage here that I had processed. We're going to cut some goat sausage up and put in it. My hands ain't the cleanest, but I'm the only one eating this, so my buddies want to come over when we're working on tractors or something. I'll go clean my hands, but my hands are fairly clean, other than I washed them just a minute ago, but oh well. The old men didn't pay much attention when they was surviving in the wild, so let's stir this up a little bit if I can find my spoon. Oh baby, that looks good. So we're going to put that on the fire, let it heat up good, stir it up a few times, and there's what you got right there. So let's go over here and put it on the fire. While it's cooking, we'll go out and do an update on the goats. Okay, there it is. Let's let it cook. Okay, the sun's out now. It come a pretty good rain all night, and it rained this morning, so the sun's shining now. I want to give everybody an update on these kids. These kids are only 2 weeks old, and look at the size of them. Look how thick they are. Them are some nice kids. There's one right here. Check him out. Them are 100% boar goats. Some of them's, most of them's all percentage. Most of them's purebreds. I am going to sell, like I told you earlier in the video, I am selling out here after I get these kids sold and raised and sell all the mamas. But look at the thickness in them goats right there. If anybody's looking for goats, give me a call, comment below, and we'll go from there. So I've got several kids. I got, I don't know, over almost 30 head of babies right now. But look at them kids right there. They're scattered everywhere. Got some over here that's out of a Kinko buck. Go over here and take a look at them. There's a couple right there, and there's the rest of them over there in the doorway. So anyway, like I said, that's kind of the update on the goats. Tell you something else very important, that if you're going to raise goats, that you might consider. I'll go in here in the barn. I can walk across this mud while them beans are cooking. I can't wait to get into them beans. I've been craving them for a long time. Out there, buddy. But anyway, I made a creek feeder. Put them on full feed here, and I've got where the babies can go underneath right there. But if you get feed in here, earlier you start feeding them things. I mean, so easy on the mamas, you know, and babies just really start growing. Another thing is, I've preached about this several times, but I can't catch one right now, but I had one on a video the other day of these babies eating mineral out of here. So you always want to keep mineral out. It don't matter what kind of goats you got. I'm a big believer in mineral, goat mineral. So, you know, it helps a bunch in your production, your herd, makes everything grow good, keeps everything healthy, and so. But anyway, just wanted everybody to update on the goats. And they're out here, and it's wet. Sun's coming out, and they're all feeling good and starting to play. So let's go back in the shop and see if them beans are done. Woo, look at that. Look at that. That looks really yummy, doesn't it? Wish my old buddy Honko was here. He'd love that stuff. I'm gonna cook just a little bit longer. We're gonna eat them. Woo, that baby's hot. Let's see what we got. Okay, where's my thing at? Here it is. I made. Woo, look at the steam coming off them beans. I'm gonna have us a feast. Or have myself a feast. Man, them's hot. Survival 101 with GZ today. Electric goes off or something, we have a big ice storm, just come out here and cook you some beans on the wood stove. Man, them things are hot. Woo! I'm gonna let them things cool down a little bit before I eat them. Put the lid back on my beans. Alright, let's dig in and see if they're any good. A lot of people put a ham in their beans. I didn't have no ham today, so I just used that goat sausage. Hot, hot, hot. Woo! Them are good though. I've been craving ham and beans for a long time. So in other words, let's just let them cool off. So hey, I want to thank everybody for watching Hanging with GZ, and Happy New Year, everybody. It's been a good year for me. 2018's I've been blessed in 2018, and I just want to tell you, if you're going out tonight, behave yourself. Don't drink and drive, because somebody loves you. You get in trouble, you know, it's anymore, you know, nowadays, you know, they'll throw you behind the bars. So anyway, it ain't like when we was old timers, you know, or the old timers was hanging around, you know, they'd go out and have a few beers, drive home. Hey, the world's changed today, so get somebody to drive you home tonight if you're drinking, and I'm going to enjoy my beans. I'm going to work right out here in the shop tonight and do what I need to do, and Happy New Year's, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next video.